What's up guys, welcome back. Today we're going to unbox and test this little RC car and see if it's worth the money. Now it comes with a radio, has full function controls, and what I really like to see is it says it has a range of 46 feet. Now I like to see this because we always test and see how far this car can go from the controller. So we will test if that is accurate. And I don't know if you saw this, but the box is red and the car is green, but oh well, doesn't really matter to me. And the last thing, you are going to need 2 AA batteries for the controller and 2 AA batteries for the car, and you need to supply them yourself. Enough talk, let's unbox this thing. If you want to know where to get this car from or check out more specs, I will put a link in the description. In the box, you get your manual, remote, and car. But we don't need that. For the remote, you got your typical joystick controllers: forward, reverse, left, right, and then your on and off switch. And you know it's a toy grade because there's a screw to put the batteries in. Now for the car, we have very hard rubber tires. Now they almost feel like plastic, but they are not. It's 2-wheel drive, no suspension, and your steering. And then you can also adjust your steering, which is nice so it doesn't curve to the left or right. Now the nice thing about this on-off switch is that once you turn it on, it should stay on because rocks won't be turning it off since it will only hit it to the on position. And it's also a little higher, which makes it less likely to hit stuff like that. Now on the back, we have this little hitch thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but if you wanted to, you could go ahead, tie something to that, drag something around, maybe drag this around by something like another RC car. That would be pretty fun if we did that. Now something I actually haven't seen on any of these cheap RC cars before is that there's a little latch there, which means what you can do is just go ahead and pop off the front bumper like that. I don't know why you want to do that, but if you want to, then there you go. Now let's put some batteries in this thing and test it out. Now how do we even put batteries in this thing? Oh, looks like there's a screw right there and then the little latch in the front. So it looks like we just take the whole top off to put the batteries in. Okay guys, I'm actually really starting to like this thing because look at that. It has its own little battery latch that you just pop off. But that's awesome. I've never seen that in a little $10 car before. I mean, look at this. Boom. Batteries won't fall out anymore. Alright, let's see how this thing drives. So as you can see, it's not the fastest. Yeah, it has some speed, but it does struggle on the hills a little bit. But very responsive and very smooth. Now something I'm actually really surprised about is how good this steering is. I mean, look at that quick turning angle. Normally you don't find that in these cheap cars, so this thing is actually really surprising me right now. Now we're going to see how far that car can go from this controller. Now it said 46 feet, so let's see if that's accurate. So it just logged signal up there. Let's go see how far it is. So did it go as far as it said? It didn't, because it went more. Now that is awesome. Now it might not be far, but at least it did more than the box said. I mean, that's enough space to drive it around in your house or in a gym or something, so that's not bad. So overall, I am very happy of how this car performed. The controller is pretty comfortable in your hand, and there is no delay between the controller and the car. The tires are rubber and grip very nice on most surfaces, but the one downside is if you get hair or dust stuck in the axles, there's not really a way to get it out, which means that this wheel will lock up, but you could get pliers and just try to pull it out that way. Now if your steering happens to be off, you can just go ahead and adjust this thing, and it will make sure that your car drives nice and straight. And the switch also won't be turned off by anything because of how high it is, and because if it were to hit it, it would just switch it back to the on position. Now this has got to be my favorite thing about this car. It has its own little battery mount. That is just awesome to see in something so cheap. And this car drives so smooth that I could honestly drive this for like an hour and not get too bored of it. I mean, just the steering in this thing is so good. It turns so quick and is very responsive. So the question you've all been waiting for, is this thing worth the $10 that it is? I would say a definite yes. So if you're thinking about getting this for you or someone else, I would say go ahead and do it because it's very cheap and honestly kind of fun to have. And you probably would not break this thing for a very long time because it's built pretty durable. Alright guys, this will be it for the video today. Hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got your answer you wanted today. I will see you in one of my next ones. Stay awesome out there. Peace.